So, tell me what is going on, good sir. Is this Jinx, Caitlyn, Saber?
Yeah, I think that's what I played the most this season so far. Like I try not to jump around too much because like I'll pick one ADC and try to play it like 10 or 15 games to get a feel for it. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I've tried a lot of different champs. I just feel like I've lost my way, man. Like I was doing good till I got the upper plat, and then
Interesting.
yeah,
Wait, so you mentioned you were getting a coach on Gamer Sensei or an old LCS coach. How did that go?
good man. But it was really like a in your face approach. Like I had to like live stream a game. He was like yelling at me while I was playing, and I
Oh,
just
like
couldn't
live
focus at all.
coaching? Yeah. Wait, I'm just curious. Can you say who it was, or is that?
I don't think it's a problem. His name's Nico Pico.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard of Nico. Interesting. So, do you want to start with this Vayne game? Well, I guess they're all Vayne. Do you want to start with the first one you sent me?
They're not all Vayne. One's Kaisa, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Okay, cool. How does laning phase usually go? What do you think?
It's 50-50, man. It's like flipping a coin.
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
Um, I don't know. I have a hard time a lot of times feeling like I'm in sync with my support. And I'm
Okay,
not like I'm not saying that like I lose the lane because of them. I feel like I'm just not in good sync with them sometimes.
fair enough. So, how much of my have you seen any of my YouTube videos?
Yes, I've watched probably like hours of them altogether.
Oh,
Probably. Yeah.
so you know what I like when I talk about laning and stuff, right? You know what I say about like matchups and all that jazz.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I can remember them pretty well actually for
Okay,
the most part.
cool. Just making sure, or figuring out what you've heard so far and what you haven't heard so far. So far so good. We're just getting a bunch of trades down. I think it was a really nice heal by you because your Nami was pace tanking for a sec. But so far so good. Just push this in. You can ward. You can do whatever you want. All right, here we go. Back to business as usual. So far, landing phase is really good. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, that was a nice condemn. We could talk about some things here. I mean, I think it was really well played overall. Just to note that against these champions, against champions that require or that can jump to someone, you would prefer to not position here, right? Like, let's say you have man advantage. You want to make this fight happen, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And this is a Aurelia. Where's she gonna jump to?
She's gonna either jump to me or the minion behind me.
The furthest thing, right? So if you're back here, she's gonna jump to you, right? So let's say it's Yasuo, he's gonna dash through you. It's Leona, she's gonna E to you. You see where this is going, right? So
Right. Yeah. I see what
very
you're saying.
much,
So I gave her an escape route. That's what
yeah.
you're saying.
Keep that in mind, right? Is that she actually find a way out? I think, right? Because you got Jarvan missed his combo and like things are getting weird now, right? So if she had flash, she was actually out. So that's definitely something to consider. Is make sure you're not giving them a way out. So here's a way to do it: is that instead of figuring out should I stand behind them or not on a champion basis, just stand like on the side of them. So that if they go sideways, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
That's always a good habit to have. But small fries, all things considered.
Because
All
if
right,
she
let's keep
had
going.
flash, she was out.
Okay. Some of my chat says teach them tethering. All right. So have you heard of the idea of tethering?
I may have and just not know like the word.
So the concept is basically, this is the distance between you guys, right?
Okay.
So right here, and then let's say you want to shorten this distance or this tether. Okay, we go for it. Easy enough, right? So in our example, we would be like, oh, let's just say we want to trade. So we want our distance to be like this much. So how do we shorten the distance without her just running away? You can go side to side and slowly inch your way forward, right? You can stand in front of these minions so she can't trade. You see where this is going, right? In terms of
Right.
tethering. That's just an idea to help you trade and or catch people. When they want to stay a certain distance away from you, you want to get closer. You can come up with some kind of method to get closer that doesn't involve just like tumbling forward. So There's ideas like that, but I think so far, I think instinctively you've had the right idea. Oh, okay, let's talk about this. All right, so this is good to talk about. There's two things here that we're gonna mention. All right, so the first is starting from here. What's the main thing to think about in this situation?
Shouldn't the bush be warded?
Think bigger than that. Well, actually, why do you say the bush? Why do you say should the bush be warded?
So, I mean, Liliana just walked up there, and we couldn't see it until, Nami was in perfect range over then.
Okay, so, Leona is going to E onto you guys, and you can't see what she's doing, so it's going to be hard to dodge, right? I think there's something more important than that, though, in this example.
Well, I could have condemned Leona away from the Nami.
We haven't seen the fight yet. Let's just pretend we haven't seen the fight yet.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so here's a hint. Where's your jungler?
Top side.
Uh-huh.
We don't have a ward.
So that means what? Your jungler's top side. What do you assume?
We don't see him.
Right, you don't see their jungler, so what should you assume?
That he's bot.
Right, so that's how the first thing we should mention is that you should play this like it's a 2v3. Like this on your screen, you only see two people. It's Leona and Kai'Sa, right? And then there's a third dude sitting somewhere, and you have no idea. He could be on Grom, he could be bot side, he could even be top side, but you don't know that. So you have to assume that he's bot here. And if you think it's a 2v3, would you play this differently than if it was a 2v2? What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't step up.
Yeah, I would. I mean, hell yeah. I'll be like standing here like, oh shit, we're gonna run the instant you see Leona do something, right? So, that's the first thing to mention is that you need to know how to play when your jungle's on the other side of the map versus on your side of the map, right? And now here's the second thing, right? So let's watch this fight. Let's just imagine their jungle isn't here for some reason, right? And it's just a plain 2v2. What should you do here?
Well, Kai'Sa's gonna do more damage than Nami, so I should condemn her into the wall, I guess.
Right, we should aim Kai'Sa. Now, how do we know that habitually? How do we know that instinctively that we need to aim Kai'Sa? Like every single situation here. Like any kind of 2v2.
You teach that concept, go for the ADC.
Yeah, basically. Like, oh, how fast is Nami dying? What do you think?
Really fast, man. Especially if she gets stunned. Well, she's gonna get stunned, so it's really fast.
I think it's fast too, but I also think that we can fish for a save here, right? We can actually look for some. If you condemn her fast enough, she might not get her W off. So then Nami will be able to bubble or wave or something like that, right? So there's definitely an idea of the whole point though is that maybe it's doomed, maybe it's not, but your first gut reaction should be, can I aim the ADC? So if we watch this, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because your gut reaction is in fact hit the Leona, right? So that's the idea here is. Before something happens, here's the idea, okay? There's a good flow chart to think about it, all right? So first is, where's their jungle? This is 2v3, you don't want nothing to do with this, right? And then let's pretend it's 2v2. What's the flow chart? She goes on me, what do you do? And she goes on Leona, what do you do? All right, so you come up with a plan right now before anything happens. So if she goes on you, what are you going to do?
If Leona goes on me, I'm going to try to condemn her away, first off.
Okay, so she E's onto you and stuns you, and then you condemn her away. Is there anything wrong with that?
Well, I meant like during the E.
Well, you can't see her. We would assume that you can't get her during the E, because even if you condemn her mid E, she still goes on you. By the way.
Guess I would move backwards and try to fight my minions.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna tumble backwards. We can kite it out. Maybe you think you're fine, right? So. That's brainless. You don't need to think about that. That's fine. Okay, she goes on Leona. What do you do? I mean, she goes on your Nami. What do you do?
Go for Kai'Sa.
Perfect. So, if you have this flow chart in mind, you'll be able to play every situation that shows up. Their jungle shows up, you already know their jungle's here, right? Leona goes on Nami, you already know you aim Kai'Sa. Leona goes on you, you already know you want to kite. You see how this works? Where you don't have to kind of think about what's going to happen because you've already thought about it. And now you're just moving to your pre-planned idea. Now, how do we make sure our pre-planned ideas make sense? Is because these are kind of the only outcomes that'll happen in this game, right? It's like the only things that could happen in the game besides like Katarina roam or top TP. But these are the most basic for sure. Is they're aiming your support, you aim their AD, and jungle comes out. What do you do? So here it's just a matter of twofold. You need to know their jungle is here. So even if you get away, you get dove, and also you need to know that you want to aim the ADC. I mean, it's good that you got the kill, but definitely could have saved it. I think for sure. So does that kind of make sense so far?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So definitely habits in terms of turning this first. How do you make this your like gut reaction? Is definitely knowing where your jungle is and assuming their jungle is bot is the first one at all times. Like right now, you would even do it right now. So what would you think in this case?
Jungler could be in the bush or
Agreed.
in the river bush.
And where's your jungle?
He's at Grump.
Okay, so is he close enough to help?
Not in enough time, no. Not if they get a good engage on me.
That's true. So if you think it's too fast, then he can't help. But
Well,
let's
I don't
say he's a
have
little bit
flash
closer. Well, let's say he's like a little closer, then he'll be on the way, right? Now, is there anything else you notice about this picture and this mini map here?
The mid laner's going too.
Yeah, exactly. So as a Katarina, what is she gonna do? He's gonna run straight bot, right? So
Yeah.
that's how you know. In this case, what's our game plan? Do you want to trade in this case? What do you think?
No.
Unlikely, right? I would say probably not until you get more information. So that's kind of how to help you come up with like your mindset in lane is what am I supposed to do here? And then you see Katarina and you're like, okay, we can start trading. And then your jungle bases, okay, it's still 2v3, right? You see how this works where you need your eyes are glued to this. So you know what to do in real time, if that makes any sense. Right.
Yeah.
That's definitely the first thing we want to look at, because if there is a potential for a gank and we were gonna die in a gank, you got to make sure that ganks don't become big throws. Because if you give Kha'Zix a kill, what happens? Or if you give Kha'Zix
snowballs.
Yeah, it's gonna be a disaster. Now your Jarvan can't fight him. Kha'Zix's gonna do some strange things against Orianna. Who knows, right? So definitely things to think about. Okay, back it up. Hold up. Let's take a look at this. So, let's say Kha'Zix is here, right? How would you do this differently?
I wouldn't tumble towards the bush.
Okay, true. What else?
Guess I wouldn't push it.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to push, right? You push, you can't play the game. So check it out. Right here. Oh, surprise, right? But anyways, right here, you can't play the game. So if you're playing Vayne and, like we said, you assume their jungle's here, you have no flash, you're going to die to a gank, you need a slow push. So you push, I want you to think pushing is get it into their tower. Okay, does that make sense, I guess?
Yeah, right. Not to just have it stop right there at the line.
You can't unpush, if that makes any sense, right? Once you start hitting the minions, you can't heal their minions. So
I've heard you say that before too.
Yeah, so yeah, you're just gonna be screwed here. I mean, if they play this any better, you're so doomed here. For example, if Leona is just standing here and you try and condemn her, that's how they get you, right? So definitely keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind. Okay, that was a really good response though. How you just killed them. Word, you just took away all their health. You did really well here. It's just put yourself in a strange spot, in a position where you are hard to do something. Oh man, this is okay. I mean, if you can get away with it, I guess it works. Just note that Kha'Zix is still here, right?
Right, because you always assume.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's still here, right? That's really good. You're aiming the jungle here. Oh, please kill this guy. Okay, let's watch this. It's still not good, but it wasn't the end of the world. So, what led to this situation?
Pushing.
That's it. Yep. So, when you play, if you're not sure if you should push or not, you need a slow push. Right? Easy to remember, right?
Slow push is killing the range minions, right?
No. Slow push is not touching anything. So the idea is we want to build a wave as big as possible. So we need to buy enough time for your minions to get here. So how do you buy maximum amount of time?
Oh, you don't auto.
Yeah, don't touch anything. Perfect. So yeah, you don't want to touch anything. Now I'll give you the slow push. So you see, is this the same exact thing or not?
No, that's definitely not slow pushing. If that's what
Yeah,
you're asking.
it's the exact same thing. Like we're gonna have the exact same problem here, where their jungle's here, their bot lane's here. How do you run away, right? So
yeah, that's what happens. Actually, I remember now.
Yeah, you're gonna have the if this keeps happening, you're gonna have the exact same problem. So you need a if you don't know when you should push for now, just slow push. Okay, especially on something like Vayne. And the idea is get the wave into their tower, right? So we're just screwed here. There's no way. There's no way out. Oh man, you tried for some black magic here. I like it. Oh, you're actually out. Oh no, you're not out. That was actually a really nice. That was a really nice try. But let's take a look. That was a really nice try. What do you think?
Well, that was a bad tumble.
Yeah, I don't think you want to. I don't. So that was. Honestly, there was a chance you could have turned this because your Jarvan's kind of here, or your Jarvan's mid. So maybe your Jarvan's not here, but there's a chance you can just kill Kha'Zix or Kai'Sa here, right?
Right, yeah, I've heard you say before, forget that tumble's a thing. Like,
Yeah.
you don't use it at the start of a fight, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we actually got punished here. It feels bad. Yeah, it's okay. I think I like the attempt to get out though. That's good. This is the main problem though. Is when you know if you know the enemy jungle is here, what does that mean for your abilities? Would you? So. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you go.
Don't tumble forward because what if I need it to go the other way?
Right. I mean, here's a general rule of thumb for sure: is don't use anything if their jungle is here. You need to keep everything You need to keep everything available, so that you can do something. If they try and dive or if they try and take dragon, you can stop them, right? So don't trade anything. Don't trade anything away. That'll be your mindset. In a 2v2, see, this is the thing is that the reason why it's important to know if it's a 2v2 or 2v3 is because if this is 2v2, maybe sometimes this is fine, where you tumble in for a minion, right? But if it's 2v3, it's not fine. So definitely make sure you know what the idea, like how many people are bot before you try and make a decision. You know what I mean?
Right.
You kind of need to make a decision based on what you see on the map. And then, Kennerin gets a bunch of kills. This game is, we were to say this game is too much of a disaster for you to worry about the mid game. So if anything goes wrong in laning phase, that's where you kind of stop and make sure you fix first. So because laning phase is going to snowball out of control like this, right? Also, you already know what to do here, which is what?
Slow push.
Well, yeah, don't push. All right, you gotta stop pushing. All right. So in this case, you see this, you're like, oh, I can't push, I can't slow push. You're just trying to get XP sitting here and hope they push into you. So, yeah, but basically, this whole replay was the laning phase, and how do we come up with habits to make sure we're playing the laning phase with fewer mistakes, right?
And it seems like it all comes down to just like I had really bad wave management too, because like all of those scenarios wouldn't have even happened if I like we wouldn't have to talk about the small things if I just didn't even like push there. True. Yeah.
And also the whole focusing the ADC idea as well in an all in, right? Oh baby, you have a Sona. Right, let's take a look at this one. So far so good. I mean, okay, so this is what I think so far. In a 2v2 situation, you've done extremely well. The only thing you want to look at is focus the ADC kind of idea, right? So you already know that. It's just a matter of before the fight happens, like think in champion select how you would respond. You know what I mean? And then after that, once you can do that, you want to make sure you're thinking of enemy jungler always. So what do you notice here?
He's top side.
Perfect. So everyone's top side. How many people are bot?
2. I mean, easy. Right now, but the mid laners also.
Yeah, that's true. I would say, sure, you could assume the enemy mid laner is coming, but I would say it's highly unlikely at level 3, right? But yeah, you could say if you're afraid of the enemy mid laner, you could say he's coming bot, but he's not coming bot. So, because if he comes bot, you just kill the enemy bot lane, no problem. So yeah, that's the idea. Is okay, you see everyone 2v2 bot, so you can play like it's 2v2. So now you can do whatever you want. You can condemn, you can use Q. Wow, they're getting bullied. This is a good push. Now you want to base soon, right? To kill all these minions, you can probably base. Nice. Come back. You play with Building Blade the Rune King. No problem. Okay, now what do you know about the situation?
We don't see the jungler, so you could be in the bush, like the lane bush.
Alright, so he's bot. So
Well, also bad time to trade because they have so many more minions than us.
so it's how many? It's 2v3 bot, right? With potential of Volibear coming down, right? So no problem. And then he's mid, so it's 2v2 again. You see how like you kind of need to update this pretty much every time you kill a minion. You need to look at the map, and this is gonna help a lot, all right? So
that's a habit you want me to start doing. Look at the
yes,
map.
Yes. You see this? Right click it. Look at the minion. Look at the map. When you right click, take that time to look at the map, all right? And that's exactly when I look at the map here. So right when you click to kill it, I look at the map. I'm like, okay, Vidal's missing, and Talon's getting pushed in, so he's not coming down here. That tells you can trade bot, right? Because now Volibear is here. We're good to go. 3v3, we win trades, or 2v2, you win trades, and then your Volibear is coming. So very nice. It's good that we're playing cautious. We just condemn someone. Very nice flash condemn. I like it. I like it a lot. Good shit. Okay, fast forward. Push this in. The Fiddle is in the jungle with Talon. You might need to help them. Soon TM. Oh, nope, they're fine. We do dragon. Great. And then base, right? You don't have to base if you don't want to. Oh my god. Braum is going to get caught, isn't he? Ha! The classic. He's going to jump the Kai'Sa too. Oh, sick condemn. Alright, you got to kite it out. It feels bad. But that was unexpected, alright? I would not fault you for that.
Yeah, man, I was like, damn, I've never seen that interaction before.
I've literally never seen that in my life. Yeah. Holy shit. What?
I wasn't even mad, dude. I was like, well played.
That was good. I thought that camp was gonna work, but it did not work because of they have a Shen ulti from Silas stealing it. That was crazy. Alright, that was a good try. Okay, and then you assume Fiddle's here, so it's 3v3, right? No problem. You can even assume 3v4 because it's Talon, so you don't want to do anything. Oh, you see how this works, right? You see how like we kind of know what's gonna happen beforehand because that's the worst case scenario. Does that kind of make sense? This is definitely the number one thing you want to work on, is because I think you're getting kind of caught by it every time. So would you say that's accurate, or?
Yes, absolutely, man. I'm not even mad about it. I admit it now.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
It's very clear. Once you can start noticing the pattern of, you do this idea that, oh, Fiddle's missing, he's bot. It doesn't matter where he is, bot lane. It does to an extent, but you just need to know he's bot. So here, or coming behind, I don't even know, right? But he's down here. So he can even be late to the fight, but he matters. And if you treat this like this is the only dude here, you treat this like it's a 3v2 and it turns into a 3v4 or a 3v3, you're going to have a problem. So definitely work on this habit, right? And the best way to do it is count numbers. So first is jungles, then is mid laners, and then globals, top laners. You know how it goes, right? Usually it's junglers for the most part, but there will be mid roams depending on who the enemy mid is, and top TPs or top globals. Wow. So Talon's coming in. You gotta kill this Talon, by the way. Kill this Talon. Yes, condemn. Hey, feels good, man. Good shit. All right, fast forward. There's no real mechanical problem except one time you tumble forward for a minion. That's not good.
Right,
I think you already know that, though.
When you were coaching somebody on Vayne the other day, and you said only use it like as a reaction instead of like using it to like start a fight. Do you want me to like do that same thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you use tumble to hit someone, it better be the third hit on your W, and you also better not be able to be punished. Like, if you tumble in for that third hit and Braum ults you, there's a problem. So yeah, you basically save it. You can't go wrong saving it, but you can go wrong using it for no reason. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind when you're playing this champion. Oh, this guy's dead as hell, right? Oh,
yeah, no, beautiful play coming up right here.
So you see how do we know it's 2v2? From half a second looking at the map.
Mid lane.
Exactly. So you see two people mid. Now, how long is this 2v? If you started 2v2 here, how long does it take for the enemy mid laner to come down here?
In seconds.
Yeah, something like that, right? Like, so basically, you would like this fight to be faster than average, I would say. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. So just things to keep in mind. So very nice engage. Okay, I think it's going to work, so we're fine. And then their talent's coming is my assumption, right? So you need to be going the other way, my dude. You need to be running. Uh-oh. You can't kill this guy. You're going to die to Talon. All right, so... Oh, Talon went top, thank God. But you see how this works, right? How we know what's gonna happen before it happens. He went top instead for some reason.
Yeah,
He definitely
that
should
was
have come.
greedy.
He definitely should have come kill you. So this is the thing is, how do you train your instincts? Is my first reaction is that holy shit, everyone's coming right now. This Fiddle and Talon you saw is coming right now. So you're gonna flash kill this guy and get out. All right. So didn't get punished, but you know you definitely have been punished before. Let's keep going. Okay, here we go. Let's back it up a little bit. Okay, and then Fiddle's down here, right? Volibear's coming down here. Oh, Fiddle's here, by the way. Oh, Fiddle's here. So you see how this is a recurring pattern in your gameplay, where
Yeah, man.
this dude is literally ulti and flash, and you're doomed, right? So make sure this is the forefront of your mind, and then focus on laning. Okay. The
Okay.
mechanics are not the problem. You don't need to worry about what you need to do mechanically and all that stuff, except focus the ADC and stuff. Is very much a how are you supposed to react to these situations? I mean, that was a nice triple stun, but I don't think I mean maybe Volibear can save it. Oh, that was a nice invisible. Please, Volibear, go. Oh, he got them all. He got them all. Wait, the Fiddle, aim the Fiddle. Okay, he got two of them. Good. So he saved it. Oh, here comes Talon. It wasn't great, but you know, he saved it in it. Okay, let's talk about this actually. So let's say now you know about this idea and you say Fiddle's down here. How would you play this differently?
I wouldn't walk up to like the middle of the lane where I met Kaisa. I would stay back with Sona.
Yeah, and precisely, I would say precisely where?
Like right under the wall, like below
Here?
Sona. Yeah.
That's not bad, I would say even this is even safer because they can hit you over the wall for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I would stay here and then we gotta wear this bush, otherwise Fiddle's ulting. So
I don't
makes
know,
sense,
man.
right?
When I look at it, I'm like, it was so damn obvious, but I don't know why I didn't realize it in game.
Yeah, it's very much a lot of times if you stop thinking about what will happen next, everything will surprise you. So it'll be hard to play the game, you know? It's very much a predictive idea of, you know, do you know what they're gonna do before they do it? That way you can formulate plans like, oh, you saw their jungle top side, my jungle's bot side, we can fight, right? Stuff like that. It'll help you in basically, it's not really like a defensive or offensive thing. It's more of a, it'll let you play the game kind of idea, right? Like here, how do you know it's 1v1?
Saw them both mid.
Yeah, I saw everyone,
Braum.
right? And then I would say, oh shit, see if Silas stole a Shen ulti or not. But I would say, hey, 1v1 or maybe Silas has Shen ulti. And then that way you can play like it's a 1v1 or whatever. So fast forward. Okay, let's watch this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not gonna be the end of the world, but I don't think you win this.
No.
Okay, let's talk about this. What happened here?
I could have landed the condemn if I got a better angle, but she got an isolated Q on me as well.
Well, she only got half of you, right?
Yeah, but
So let's say, what's a general idea behind trying to bush camp someone? What's a consistent way to do it?
well, I think she would have overextended even more if I would have just waited another second.
Right. Well, what are you
I-
waiting for? What specifically?
to condemn her into the wall.
Okay, true. But let's say not champion specific. Let's say it's not champion specific. You'd be playing any other champion here. What are you waiting for?
Well, maybe I should let her tank the minions first.
Well, she's not taking minions. She's killing them, right?
Right. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know, man.
How does she kill the minions?
Her auto attacks. Oh, what, should I have waited for her to queue the minions first?
Yeah, exactly. You're waiting for as much as possible, right? You're waiting for her to use as much as possible. So if she doesn't queue, you know she's expecting you. She's like, oh, you know, Vayne's hiding somewhere. I'm gonna save my Q for it. So here's the thing: is that it's fine to go for these. It's just you want to be, if you want it to be as successful as possible, you need to wait until they use everything on the wave, or use enough of what you think to the point where you think this is guaranteed 1v1. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Wait for her to Q the wave. She was definitely. I mean, she was eating into Q the wave. So, this was gonna be free, but I think you jumped the gun here. So you saw the W. I'd be like, oh, okay, wait for the Q, and then we're good to go. Yeah. Feels bad. She also has item advantage. We could say too, but definitely waiting for her to use more stuff is an important idea.
Yeah, for sure. I was so disappointed, man.
Okay, let's what's going on here. Let's talk about this because it's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna have you practice that habit that we talked about, where you need to make sure you look at the map and know what you're supposed to do, right? So when you see this, so far we're fine, right? And then when you see this, what are you thinking, or what should you think?
There's 4 MIA besides, everybody but Braum. I can't see.
Right? And how many people do you guys have?
3.
So what should you do? How should you react?
Wait till I can see more people.
Say again?
I should wait until I can see more people.
Yeah, and let's go a step further than that. How do we tell our team what to do?
We ping them back instead of pinging for help.
Back ping the shit out of this. This is you guys are losing everything if you try and do this, right? So this is an auto loss right here. Guaranteed auto loss. So you guys are dead as fuck. You see that? You see how this works, right? It doesn't matter the specifics of it, but we know on average, 9 times out of 10, you guys are guaranteed to lose this. Right? I don't know where the talent is, but their talent ended up going top. But you guys even still lost this, right? And Kai'Sa was on the way, even if you kill that Fiddle. So definitely the number one thing you need to be working on is, do you know what the situation is and how do you react to it? So the ideas you came up with, like, oh, don't fight, stay at tower, that stuff is perfect, right? As we would say, that's workable. You just need to make sure you know what the situation is before it happens, right? So makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You think it's doable?
Yeah, it's just like anything else. I'm gonna have to work at it because it's a habit that I have. But with some time, I can break it for sure. If I just, I gotta actively think that in my games.
All right. So you look at this picture. What are you thinking?
I can see everybody. Yeah, everybody but one person.
Okay. So.
Oh, I'm going for tower here. If that's what you're asking.
Well, what does that tell you how to do? So, the way we know how to play the game is, like you just did. Look at the map, count people, you see where people are. How do you respond to stuff like this now? What are you gonna do now? Based on the information you got. So before it was like they have an extra person bot. We need to stay safe. That would be our plan. So what's our plan here?
Push to the tower and watch out for the one person I can't see.
Which is who?
The mid laner. I think no. It's really blurry. I can't remember who the 5th person was on their team.
It's their jungle. So who's their jungle?
Fuck, man. My brain's dead right now.
He came bot a bunch. He came bot a bunch of times, and it was like surprise.
Fiddlesticks, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, my bad.
So you just press tab. So you can't press tab here because it's a replay, right? But here you press tab and be like, oh, it's Fiddlesticks. I need a push. And if he tries to 1v1 me, what do you do? Is there anything special you have to do?
I guess condemn him away when he's after he ults.
Yep, perfect. That's exactly what I'll do. Okay, condemn him out, and then you can chase with Blade of the Drinking or something, right? So easy. Right. That's your default. We're gonna push. We're gonna condemn him away. Make sure that he can't jump on top of us. Like he has to run at us somehow. So don't stand near any bushes, and we're good to go, right? So that's how you can kind of figure out what you're supposed to do, is just looking at the map and figuring out where everyone is. So I would say you gotta be scared of this bush. So you see how this is the first thing you want to be thinking of is this idea. And then good, we base. Nice. Oh, someone's this doesn't look too good. Let's forward. This Fiddlesticks is still missing, by the way, so right? What is this?
Bush with no ward.
Let's also talk about this. If Kai'Sa is here, let's pretend Fiddlesticks doesn't exist for a second. If Kai'Sa is here and she comes out, are you fine?
No.
How come?
Well, I might be because I would have the minion advantage if we fought.
No, I mean, if you press
Well-
R and you just hit her, are you fine? And just dodge your W with move speed or Q or whatever. You should be
Well, no.
okay, right?
Because there's still more people that I can't see.
Well, we're gonna pretend that it's just a 1v1. It's a thought
Okay.
exercise. This is very related to what happened earlier in this game, right? So, if she comes out, you're fine, right? Right?
No.
You still don't think so?
No.
I think you just press R and you kill her, right? No problem.
Right, okay.
She can't land W. All right, let's just assume you know you're fine. All right, and then, are you ready? Okay. How about now? Are you fine?
No.
Why?
She could W me from there.
Bigger reason.
Because I tumbled forward.
Yes, you tumbled. All right, so we see how this is becoming a habit where you're getting punished now by using your
Right.
tumble when on these minions and you don't really need to. So definitely make sure you know. I think like this tumble thing, it's not like you're using it. The problem isn't that you're using it. The problem is that you didn't know you need to save it for this Kaisa or Fiddlesticks or whoever this is. So this is the first step, is knowing that you need to make sure you're ready to fight off these guys, and that you'll tell yourself don't tumble. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
definitely a main idea we're seeing here is knowing how to play these situations out, right? And then Fiddlesticks and Kaisa are here, so this might be spooky. Here I'll just be looking at the map, so it's just Fiddlesticks. We saw Kaisa, right? Tells you can push. Sure. Oh, very nice. You can ulti here if you really want to. Oh, let's get him. That was a great tumble. That was perfect. Look at this. Watch this. You see how you held on to it? Why is this so good?
Because I used it when he used his, like, jump.
His jump thing. Yeah, you can gap close. Yeah. Perfect. Really good. Well done. Okay, you wanna help this, right? No, Sona. Polar Bear's dying too fast. Oh my god, this Fiddle is dead as fuck. Wait, he's AFK. Sona, get in here. This 3v. Oh, this is 3v3. Shenalty? No Shenalty. Feels bad. Okay, it's doable. Okay.
Yeah,
you
but
already know,
there's the tumble again.
You already know. All right, so yeah. You gotta not use the tumble. Okay, but also, what's the situation here?
Well, it's 3v3.
Mm-hmm.
And
3v3.
then... So it's definitely winnable, but...
Okay, it's winnable.
Yeah, I mean, I should have ulted, walked up, started autoing, used the Q to dodge something, for sure. But
Yeah,
also, maybe could have... So, let's say, even if I still did condemn forward there, tumble forward there, I could have condemned somebody into the wall as well.
I mean, how do we know you're doomed 10 times out of 10 times if you try and fight this, even if you save your tumble? There's like I would say there's two main reasons. One is like this fight specifically, and the second is like in general, overall. It might be too hard. Okay, specifically, let's say you tumble the Braum ulti, right?
Okay.
So what happens next?
Still have to dodge Q. From Q,
Okay, dodge
Silas, yeah.
And Kaisa W, and Kaisa's
She
gonna go
has
for an
ult.
isolated Q, and she has ult, right? So is it clear that you can 1v2 here?
No.
I'll say
I can't.
unclear, but it might be possible, right? It's not impossible. Now, why is it not a 1v2 but a 1v3?
Well, they can't do anything from where they're at.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, take a look. It's not possible because they have a Silas as well, right? Now, specifically, Silas is gonna like flash out to you or whatever, right? That's whatever. That's not important. Okay, now in general, why do you know this 3v3 is not working based on the champions you guys have and the champions they have?
Well, Sona had already ulted before I even walked up. Well,
Okay,
just
yeah.
because of Braum. Braum is really good in these situations.
Yeah, Braum is good in these situations. Vayne is good in these
And,
situations, right?
Silas has Sona ult.
Yeah, Silas is good in these fights, right? So who's not good in this fight? What's wrong?
I'm not good in this fight.
You know, Vayne is good in this fight, we would say, right? You have a lot of potential here.
Well, Sona. I mean, Sona's gonna die. If they
She
didn't
had
turn on me, Sona was dead.
she had a 3-man ulti, so I think that's winning, right? That's pretty good. What's wrong? What didn't we talk about yet?
Ziggs.
Okay, what's wrong with Ziggs?
Well, he's really far away. 1 and 2. He's just really well. Braum can just block any damage Ziggs could do, anyways.
Let's say Ziggs is right here. You guys still lose. Why?
I don't know.
What kind of champion is Ziggs?
A poke champion.
All right. So what does poke? What does poke mean? Why is what's poke's strength and weaknesses? I guess.
Well, poke is weak against all in
Why is that?
because they can't win straight up fights. Like,
Yeah. But why?
I don't know. I'm not sure what you're asking. Well, I know what you're asking, but I don't know the answer yet.
So like if it's Ziggs fights a Zed, why does Zed win this on average?
Well, because like, well, he's an all-in champion, so. But
yeah, but like what does that mean? Okay, so here's is the reason why it's important to know this idea is it's not just poke. It's also has to do with catch champions. Anyone with the skill shot, right? Like how does Ziggs do damage?
pokes you down slowly with his Q.
Right. So is his Q dependable?
No, it's
Right,
really easy to dodge.
dependable. Yeah, exactly. So we can't fight this because this dude needs to poke first, right? And he hasn't poked first. So definitely an idea you can take away is if you have a champion oriented for poking only and you fight without him poking, you guys lost, right? Similar to if you have a blitzcrank and you fight and you can't land a hook in the middle of the team fight, you guys lost. You see how kind of this will help you in these 3v3 situations. So anything with even situations, 4v4, 5v5, kind of knowing what your team is strong at and not so strong at will help you determine if you can do XYZ, right? Fight or not fight or whatever. So definitely an idea to think of when you're trying to make a decision and it's even numbers and you don't know what to do. So basically, I think you're having the same problem the whole game, which is making it hard for you to play the game, right?
Yeah, man, that's exactly how it feels too. It just feels hard to play sometimes.
It's literally the same thing. So all I had to do is fix this idea, and you should be doing a lot better. Okay. Where are you guys going? What's going on here?
I don't know, man. This is the point where I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, should be okay. You guys didn't push mid, thank God. Well, you didn't hit the tower mid. That's good. Pushing top is great. You can keep going. You gotta fight this talent, by the way. He comes out, sure. Okay, I don't know how Volibear died. Oh, what the heck? How's your Ziggs dying here? Wow, Kaiser's unstoppable.
Smurfing, man.
Yeah, so you see how kind of laning led to this disaster, essentially, right?
Yeah,
The whole
absolutely.
first 15 minutes. So that's basically you need to fix this first. So you need to fix this. The first 15 minutes of gameplay has to be clean, and you'll know clean is zero major mistakes. So anything like, so let's say it's a 2v3 and you try and fight thinking you can win the 2v3 but you lose. That's fine. You're seeing if you can win these fights, right? But if you get ganked and you didn't know he was there, that's not fine. That's the stuff you want to work on. So does that give you a clear indicator of what you need to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. That's good. You can't fight this, by the way. That was a nice try. You can try Blade the Ring King someone though. Okay. Oh, he stole Sona ulti. Seems good. Oh, here we go. This is looking great. Very well played. This is 10 out of 10. Oh,
Till
never mind.
right here. Yeah.
Hold up. You were doing so well. What happened?
I tumbled forward.
Well, you didn't tumble. You
yeah.
You didn't use your ulti.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's a good shot. All right. It's a good shot. I'm not. This is not something to be upset about if you lose this. It's like, oh, of course you get ulti and use a tumble and heal or whatever. This game is already too hard for no reason. So you already have things to work on besides trying to win a 3v5 on their tower.
Right. Yeah.
You had the right idea. See, as long as you have the right idea, you can build upon that. So all we care about right now is giving you the right idea of what to do, and you trying things out will help you learn how to play different situations. So okay, This game's pretty doomed, I'm not gonna lie, but let's check out these team fights real quick.
Okay.
When you see this, how do you react? What's your
Dim him
team's
into
role
the tower.
Okay,
Wait, what?
let's when I say like how should you react? It's always let's go with not mechanical. Okay. So
Okay.
strategically or more like as a team, how should we play?
We 4v1 this guy and move on to Silas.
Okay. Okay, let's back it up. It's when you see this. If you think 4v1 this guy, is there anything wrong with this?
Oh yeah, Kaisa can ult in.
Yeah, so it's not really 4v1, right?
Right.
It's like how many people are here?
Well, Silas, Kaisa, and Talon.
Anyone else missing?
Yeah, the Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, and who else?
I can't remember the other person, man.
Well, there's another guy still, right? So
Yeah,
how many people on the enemy team are doing this?
Well, we should assume all 5 because
I
we
agree.
can't see the other ones. Yeah,
All right, so how many people do you have?
4.
All right, so
And Shin ult.
right, we're waiting for the Shen to get here for it to be 5 people, right? So we have 4 people, they have 5 people, and maybe a Shen LT you don't know yet because it's solo queue. How should you respond to this?
Get in a better position.
Well, okay, sorry, I should give you more of a so here's some reactions. You're gonna kite it out or go forward is your instinct. Which instinct should we hone here?
Cut it out.
Or kite it out always, right? And if you can kill this guy, that's definitely good. But keep in mind that it is a 4v5 until you have your Shen team. So we're gonna watch this and then we're just fighting here. And then okay, this is winning, right? Well, almost winning. Oh, they still have a fiddle, by the way. So your whole team's gonna die to fiddle if you guys keep going. Oh, well played, well played. Fiddle's still alive, by the way. So, oh, let's back it up. This is really good.
Quit. I think we knew that he quit at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm almost certain. I remember now that he quit at this point.
That's crazy. You see how you're playing? This is really good. Like, this is why the specifics of it matters less than the general idea. Is because as long as you have the general idea, it'll lead you to the specifics. Like, oh, specifics, I mean like, oh, flash XYZ ability or heal and dodge something, right? It's more like you need a kite so you will win. And what you did here is perfect. So it's really good. Look at this. Are you kiting? I'd say you're kiting really hard, right?
Yeah.
So you guys auto one essentially. That's really good. It's kind of using the situation to your advantage is basically what's gonna win you these fights. That's really good. Very nice. 1,000 gold shut down. Hey Lamau, let's go.
I got 2 shutdowns there.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I think it was like 1,800 gold altogether, something like that.
Super rich now. Oh, when I see this, okay, let's pretend their jungle is DC'd, I guess. When you see this, how should you respond? Or what's your thinking here?
Oh, we take the Baron, ADC's bottom.
Yeah, we can start the Baron, right? And they have no jungle for some reason, so easy. Let's just start it. But we didn't start it, so that's kind of awkward. That's fine.
Yeah,
You see this, and you're like, oh, okay. This is strange because your Sona's not here, so take it slow. Oh, seems good. This guy just dies. I guess Fiddle really is just gone, right?
yeah, no, he quit.
Very strange, right? So I guess the rest of this is just 5v4 stuff. Then let us take a look at the last replay, and I think we'll see a lot of similar ideas going on here, right? Oh baby! All right, so here's the kicker: do you die on Jinx often?
Depends on the game, I guess.
This idea, if you can't do this idea where you figure out what's going on before a fight breaks out, you will always die on Jinx, because this champion cannot run away.
Yeah,
right,
man.
this champion cannot leave. So definitely when you're playing Jinx, practice this idea. Any champion really, but Jinx is you're gonna need this a lot on Jinx. Okay. Their jungle's here, right? So play like it's a 2v3. Totally fine. Wait, do you have any questions so far, by the way?
No, man. I'm just trying to soak it all in.
Nice, nice. Everything kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You see the stylus, so you can do whatever the hell you want. Good, good, good. Fast forward. You can push. You can slow push. You can freeze. It doesn't really matter, honestly. As long as you're trying to trade, for now it doesn't matter. Eventually, it will matter if you push or not push, but for now it doesn't matter. That was really nice. You're gonna flash on him. Good, good, good. He's dead. Fast forward. Very well played. See, it's not really a problem of mechanics, right?
Right. Yeah.
You gotta hit Silas here, by the way. But I don't think you can.
I just went for the cannon.
That's fine. You're just dead as hell. But you see how it's a recurring theme, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's not that you shouldn't fight, and it's not that you shouldn't kill him. It's, you should know this Silas is on the way. So you should, I mean, you thought you had a ward, so it's not as bad as the other games, because you just had a word there and you thought you were safe, but it is in the same idea of where is their jungle,
Yeah, I would consider Jinx like my main champion that I play to. So.
Okay, good, good, good. You're doing really well, mechanically speaking. I think when you're given a like a situation where it's like even, or you play correctly, you haven't really lost a fight due to mechanics. I would say it hasn't happened once so far, right? It's only because you're in a spot that is unfavorable or unwinnable, and you don't have the right reaction to it. So that's definitely the number one thing you need to look at. If it sounds repetitive, it is. It's because it happens every time, right?
Oh no!
Like in this case,
it really has. Like I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, this is just we're gonna. So what my piano teacher did, and my tennis instructor would always do, it would be like, they would tell me this is the thing I need to work on, and then for like the rest of the lesson, they would just have me do it over and over again. So when I needed to work on my backhand, he would just have me do a backhand for an hour. So that's exactly what we've been doing in the last like 30 minutes. Is we're pausing and being like, look at the map and tell me what you should do, right? So we're gonna keep doing this until you can do this in game, and you're gonna do it over and over and over again until it's really fast, right? So if you take a look at this, what do you notice?
Can't see the jungler or the top laner.
What's the mindset here?
They're bot.
And how should we react?
Not push the wave.
Right. Okay. So now push, but just like tell yourself this is 2v3, and then they'll tell you like, oh, don't push or don't trade or whatever, right? That's the idea. But yeah, I think you have a problem pushing. You definitely have a problem pushing whenever you want, right? And then you see Silas, then you can push. So definitely make sure that you know the idea behind pushing, okay? Because if you have no flash, that's definitely an indicator you're gonna die in the gank. Oh, what's going on here?
I walked up the ward.
Yeah, we got
right there.
We got a problem, right? This is the only thing we want you to focus on. Literally, the first 20 minutes of the game, we only care that you make this a habit. That's it. Literally every single game you play, I don't care if you mess up your mechanics. I don't care if you tumble forward. I just want you to know who is on the way, what the situation is like, and come up with a way to play based on what you know, okay? That's going to help you the most in the long run and in the short run. It's going to give you the fastest results. It's also going to give you the most long-term results, right? Do you know how to play in every situation?
Are you asking me? Is that a question?
No. That's just like, if you know how to play in these situations, you will basically be totally fine, right? You'll be totally fine. Okay, that's it feels bad. We gotta run. You can't help that. Oh. So what did you notice here? Did you notice anything? Oh yeah, let's back it up. I want you to look at the minimap only. Alright, look at the minimap only. That tells you what you should do here.
There's no reason to be greedy because I was about to get a gank anyways.
What do you mean by greedy?
Like I was greeting over the farm. Like I was like, well, I don't know. I just feel like I didn't have to. Obviously, I shouldn't have got snared there.
Why not?
Because I could have just stood behind the minions that were coming.
Okay, but why is getting snared bad?
Well, then you get a Caitlyn trap.
True, there's a lot of damage, right?
Right.
Well, aren't you gonna hit Caitlyn back?
I'm out of range.
Well, what is Nami doing here?
She's going up for a bubble.
Yeah, she's hitting Caitlyn. All right, so I think we're approaching this the wrong direction, right? So, let's say you have a gank coming, right? What do you want to do? What do you want to do here? Ideally speaking.
You mean like draw them farther into the tower?
Well, they're not gonna tower dive, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, you want to fight, right?
Right.
Why is that?
Well, so then they're lower for the gank.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now I want you to watch this, all right? So you said getting binded is not good because you're getting lower. What about Caitlyn?
She's getting lower too.
So who wanted to trade in this situation?
Well, we did.
So is this good enough, would you say, for this gank to work?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll say sure. I'll say
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So it's always a question of, is this trade good enough? Right. Well, you just know that the idea is we have more people we want to trade, and then you say, how do I get this trade done? Sometimes you can get hit by a bind, that's no problem. Have you ever seen like you get hit by like thresh hook or blitz hook on purpose, and then they get jebaited, right? That's a thing. Yeah, they have no health. You just get ulti, fire ulti in their face. Now they're dead as hell, right? Easy.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. You see how this is definitely an idea that will help you. You know, how do we get to this conclusion? Is knowing that we have more people bot side so that we can trade, right?
Even if it's a bad trade like that,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
still okay. Yeah.
As long as it's not Omega doomed trade. So Omega doomed trade is like you die or something, or you lose all your health and they lose like 10%. But I mean, as long as it's reasonable, as long as your team can finish the job, it's not bad, right? It's just enough to
Right.
get the job done. So sure. Yeah, you don't really have a problem when you're the one with the advantage. You really have a problem when you're the one at a disadvantage. You know, they have more people, or whatnot. Usually it's just they have more people. So definitely what I want you to think. Okay, this is good to talk about. This will happen in solo queue. Why does Olaf not count as being bot here yet?
Well, he's killing dragon.
Yeah, is he gonna abandon this dragon? What do you think?
No.
Unlikely, yeah, unlikely. So
Not in solo queue, man.
yeah, not in solo queue. He's not gonna. He's gonna finish it, right? So now he's coming. Now he's on the way. This is a good trade, by the way. It's a good trade. So you don't really have a problem when you have more people. You just need to make sure you work on. They have more people. How do you play? Oh no, you're actually dead here. Feels bad. So
Yeah.
that would be an example of the trade was too poor, right? That's okay though. You had the right idea. See, if you died at this is not. I mean, this is not that bad. Olaf got 2 kills, right?
Right.
And you got an assist. Versus the other way around, where if you die to the gank, that's a lot worse. That's something to be concerned about, I would say, right? This is an execution problem. The before is a situational problem, like not an execution, a macro problem, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I want you to not worry about your mechanics at all. I only want you to care about the macro, like what are you supposed to do, essentially, decision making idea. Okay, fast
Gotcha.
forward.
Okay.
We're gonna keep doing this. All right, this is perfect. Now, why are you at the tower here?
I think I was just waiting on the farm.
Yeah, why is this good? Why do you have to wait here?
So I don't even take a chance at getting called out down there. Well, and
Based on how-
everybody's missing.
Right, and based on what we've been talking about the whole session, how do you come to this conclusion? Really quick. What's our habit that we're trying to build?
Look at the map.
Look at the map, and
Then we make a decision from there if it's safe to like fight or not. Because right now we should just assume there's 5 bot.
exactly.
Technically, yeah,
well,
according to the rule.
It's
Yeah.
not 5 though. It's this guy, right? It's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the idea. And why does your team? How many people are on your team? Here.
5. Well,
on your team, sorry.
on the bot side, sorry, 2.
Yeah, so that's it. You know, your jungle. Remember, your jungle, their jungle. It'll be really quick, really easy. And then it's your mid, their mid. So this is really good. I don't know. So it's not that you can't do this. You're doing it right here. I don't know what happened in the other games, but when you were playing Vayne, you didn't do this. So maybe it's hopes this will help you with consistency and making sure that you do this all the time. So here, what are you trying to do here? They're gonna try and dive you. What's your goal?
Farm under tower, dodge their CC.
Yeah, we're gonna try and defend the dive, or we're gonna just leave the tower. So far so good. We're good to go. And then we see their mid, we see their jungle. Okay, what are we doing here? That's Mucka S.
Stepping forward when I shouldn't be.
And I mean, it's not that you shouldn't be, but like, what's the situation? Is this okay for the situation? So
Because of the map.
right.
Well, because of what we see on the map, yeah.
Exactly. And what's the situation here? How many people are here?
4, we should assume.
Okay, let's back it up a little bit because it's not exactly 4.
Well,
Right here. This is a better picture.
it could be 2v3 right now.
2v3. That's it. So you do this. Is this 2v3 good? I think that dude is flashing on your Nami, right? So we got a problem. He missed bind. He's debating. He's gonna flash ulti, and then you see Salis. Oh, 2v2, easy. So this is definitely. I want you. Here's a good way to do it. Your eyes are glued to this.
Okay.
Like, actually, anytime there's downtime, anytime you remember in the middle of a team fight while you're hitting someone, I don't care. Look at this. Don't like try and process it. Just look at it. Just get in the habit of physically looking at it, and by looking at it, you will subconsciously be able to process things, right? I'm pretty sure that's how psychology works. It's like a speed reading. Have you heard of the speed reading idea where you just glance at the words and then you'll process it after?
Yeah, man, I'm a counselor, so.
Oh yeah,
I know
perfect.
pretty
Exactly,
well, yeah.
exactly. That's exactly what this is. So, see, I don't really care too much about the mechanical ideas right now. You're not losing the game because of this. You're losing the game because of you're getting ganked and it's 2v3 and that kind of stuff. So, I promise you just need to work on this. So, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I think
absolutely.
I think let's finish up this replay and then we'll have time for any last questions. That was a really nice rocket. Very nice.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey Lamau, he's going to that spot. That's the only place he can go. So you fire the rocket there. Good stuff. You can hit this tower if you think they can't stop you. Oh, gotta run. Fast forward. You can do scuttle crab, sure. Basing is fine. You can go bot. You can go mid. Looks like you go mid here. Olaf's already bot. Sure.
Yeah.
But mid is good. So far the mid game hasn't really been a problem. Oh my God, heal his ass. Oh, he's okay. Never mind. That was a nice try. I think she's probably out. She's probably out, right? Yeah. What do you think? Is this relevant to what we've been talking about today?
For me or them?
No, just in general. Just in general. You played this well. I'm just saying in general. How do we know you guys lost this before anything happened?
Well, Yasuo, because it's a scuff fight.
Okay, yeah, 4v5. Not just 4v5 because Yasuo's not here, but also what?
Well,
if you look at the map here.
Olaf's not here. First off,
Yeah.
so this is technically a 2v5. Like if
3v5, right?
3v5. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you played this really well. I'm not saying you didn't play this well. I'm just saying this is just you want to be able to think things through this quick, right? But if you default to this is fine too, right? If you're not sure, it's 4v4, 4v5, whatever. Playing like this is totally fine. You just stay in the back and make sure you don't die. So it's good. Give up the tower. You can't save that. Good. You played that really well. And then because you played that really well, your team has a chance to find opportunities, right? Like Olaf got some kills, you got some farm. It's good. It's really good. It's really important that you play situations correctly. Otherwise, the game it feels like you won't be able to do anything. You guys think you can get this? Okay, their mid laner just spawned, so you can get this in run top. You can get this in Raptors, whatever. Anything is fine here. Good. And then we're going for red buff maybe. Their whole team is dead. What the hell?
Yeah.
Dude, this Olaf is doing work. Okay, you can come bot. Okay, you gotta go back mid here, right? Good. See, it's not. I think this part of your gameplay has been pretty good. Okay, back it up. Okay, we saw 2 top. Do you think we can do this? I think that's reasonable.
Yep.
Just make sure you don't get 3-man Orianna ulti. That's fine. It's not happening. Let's go back mid. Sure. So far so good. Very nice. I think these last 5 minutes have been extremely clean. Really well played. That's really good.
Thanks.
Olaf's going for some solo play. Nice try. Oh, you try to get a rocket in. Nice try.
Might as well with the way this game's going right now. So.
Well, I mean, you guys are winning, right?
Yeah. Well, kinda.
Need to run.
Olaf's winning.
Run. Olaf is winning. Oh, this is free. Let's go. Nice, nice. You have no
This
flash,
is
so
so
you
bad.
can't do this.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This is a Jinx thing. It's okay. I think
They
you had
all
a nice
live.
attempt. So this is good to talk about. So you guys are at a man disadvantage, right?
Right.
So kiting is the correct strategy here. So you guys are kiting. You see how like because you're kiting, you have all these opportunities to try and win a fight, right?
All right.
You're playing it correctly. Now the only reason why you went astray is because you saw this and you thought you could kill them, but this is a Jinx
Right.
thing. You can't. It's impossible unless you have flash. So you just. It's just a Jinx thing. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, Yasuo was gonna get them anyways if we're like if I looked at the map too. He's behind them.
Yeah.
So.
And this dude's in your face, so I mean, I think it's good to look for it. I'm not really. It's not something to worry about. I think you played the fight overall well enough that you're doing really well. Oh, that Caitlyn is not dying fast enough. Feels bad. Yeah, just know that if you're trying to go for some kind of kill on Jinx and they're really low, it's you only got auto attacks and ulti. Sometimes Zap, but in that case, Zap is gonna get blocked. Okay, let's watch this. 5v5, right? Oh, this is really bad. Oh, let's get out. We gotta run. Oh, you gotta run.
Oh no, I walked back into it, man.
It's okay. You're still fine. You're still fine. You're not fine. No.
That was just.
Oh no.
I walked back into the wave for sure.
Okay, let's talk about habits here, right? So, it's good that you were running. So, what part of this are we talking about? I'm gonna slow down. You're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me what it is.
Well, I could have gotten more distance between me and them to dodge the wave if I wasn't farming.
Yeah, that's it. So this is like a. You need to be. If you need to run, you run, and then you can kill them if you think you can get away with it. But you don't get them as you're running. You run first. Make sure you're safe first, right? Same thing with chasing. You don't stop for the minions. You need to get closer to the fight, right? So yeah, that's just like a instinctive thing or a habitual thing that'll help you a lot. Is the minions come last. In terms of if something is happening right now, the minions come last. Okay, but it's okay. It's not your Yasuo is inting. Sometimes it happens. You have bigger fish to fry. Wait, hold up. Did you ulti? No. Were you trying to steal it or something?
I thought it was gonna be a lot lower than that. 100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's not that bad then. All right, we gotta talk about this.
Yeah, man.
What is the situation? How are you supposed to play it?
2v4. I guess kite backwards. If that.
What's the goal here?
To just get them off of the Baron, not necessarily to kill them.
You're just trying to poke them, right? Now, I want you to tell me, with this idea firmly in your head, would you play this any different?
Yes, I wouldn't walk up to Yasuo. I'd just be happy with the fact that they're off Baron if they chase me off of it.
Yeah, I would just fish for zaps. That's it, right? So, yeah, that's about it. No, you don't really want to walk up here. Remember, we're kiting, right? So
Alright, yeah.
you can inch your way forward. So if you want to inch your way forward, click here. But if you click here, you're gonna be, and something happens, your mouse is too far away to react to this. You try and click back, your mouse is too far. You see? You see, like the distance between this is a lot smaller than this. So that would be a physical habit that could help you is just clicking closer to your champion. Yeah, I could have saved that Baron for sure. Okay, now let's keep watching. Any questions so far?
Man, I'm just trying to follow along. I'm trying to pay as much attention as possible.
Nice. We pretty much got the meat of the problem. So we're seeing we're watching the fireworks now. You think you can do this habit in game? What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I just like I'm gonna put sticky notes on my computer screen just to remind me.
Oh yeah. Honestly, all we need is just you doing it, occasionally. You just need to start doing it. And then once you can do it over and over again, it'll be fast. Don't worry about it being slow at first. Right? If you need to take time to think about it, literally AFK at tower. That's what I do. So. Oh. Okay, okay. Let's fast forward. Let's keep watching. Let me see some fighting. Here we go. Oh boy. You have flash here, so it's something spicy. Oh, nice try. Oh.
That was really anticlimactic, man.
Okay, we're not gonna worry about it too much, but definitely, if you're going for a flash play, what has to happen?
I mean, I could have just flashed in a different direction. I wouldn't have got hit by Orianna.
Well, what's your plan here?
Hit the cannon with my ult and then flash in for the final auto.
It looks good, right? It looks good. So what happened?
Right.
What went wrong?
My reaction time wasn't fast enough to stop myself from flashing after he flashed.
Yeah, it's more like a you assumed it was going to hit, right?
Yes.
So what's the habit here that'll help you with this?
Wait until it hits.
Yes, exactly. That everyone has this problem. It's not just you, so it's not something to be too worried about. Since it's not really it doesn't happen that often, right? I like that you're looking for it, but just know that you should wait for it to hit. Don't never assume, because people will try and flash at the last second. So.
Right. Yeah.
It's good, and then push, and then, I mean, out of lane, this is going pretty well. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Definitely a first 15 minutes problem for sure, and sometimes mid game for sure as well. Yeah, kite this out. We need to run, guys. Okay, let's fast forward. Oh, holy shit! What? How did he catch up? Are you serious? Oh my god, what a champion! You need a kite still. Oh, start running. Good. Yeah, you keep running there. So you're playing this out pretty well. Which is honestly one of the reasons why you guys are still in this. Okay, here we go. This is it. You see this?
Yeah. So should I just already be fighting her?
What have we been talking about the whole time?
Oh yeah. So when I look at the map, the only person I can see is her.
Okay, so what's the situation? How many people are here?
Well, on my team or their team? On their team, it should be 5.
Always do like a 5v5 versus like my team. Start with your team and then do their team. So like 3v5, 2v5, 5v4. You know.
4v5.
4v5. Right. So how do we play this?
Don't run into Fog of War.
Yeah, we need to not go forwards. We need a kite. So when you see this, it's gonna be doomed, guaranteed almost. So, yeah, you guys are all dead. Unless something crazy happens, you guys are all dead. So that's basically it. Man. Is you see your team doing something stupid like that, you need to not do it with them if that makes any sense. You know?
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah, like basically, if you start leaving, it's not that they will keep going. It's that they'll be like, oh shit, Jinx is not coming with us, right? Like when Rise wants this. He started this, and everyone is following him. So that means everyone agrees, right? So in solo queue, you should never agree to something unless you think it out yourself. Otherwise, this is just gonna happen every time, right? It's okay though. Definitely, it's good that we're seeing stuff like this because we know that this is your underlying problem. So it's like one fix fixes all, if that makes any sense.
Alright, it's because then you can move on to fixing other things.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is spicy. We gotta... Oh, killing trolling! Oh no, she was baiting. But she's losing a lot of health, so maybe trolling. Oh, so close, Olaf. You can still fight this. Because Rise is on the way. Orianna's not here, let's go! Orianna's not here, let's do it! Hey, good job. Get them all. You got them all, I'm pretty sure, unless you get hit by binding. That was a good try. Kill the Kaylin, right? Oh my god. Oh.
yeah, did you see that too?
Okay. It's okay. You have the right idea. We need to continue the fight because their millionaire's not here. That's fine. See, as long as you have the right idea, and even if you misplay it, the situation still turned out to be good, right? You guys won that fight. Yeah. That's the main idea, is that even if you have some mistakes, as long as you have the overall idea, you come out winning on average. That's why this idea is so strong, is because on average you're gonna come out on top, and that's what you want in solo queue, is on average who wins, who doesn't win, consistency, you know, all that jazz. So I think it's the one last team fight, and then you guys end the game, right? Or they end the game. Who knows?
No, we
It's pretty
lose,
close.
man, for sure.
All right, you see this? It's the same exact thing. What is this? This is in real time. Let's do it in real time here.
What are you looking for? Or is 4v5?
Always the same thing. I promise you. It's always the same thing. 4v5. The only thing we care about you working on is this, right? So 4v5, how should you react? I would spam backping here. I'd be like, yo, we do not want this.
Because it's scuffed, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you can try to hit him. He's going to hourglass and flash on you or something. It's not happening. We could say, like,
okay.
hold on to your ulti for sure. But, yeah, this is... You don't want to try and do this. So, yep, we're just dead. Feels bad. So,
Yep.
That's the idea, right? Main idea. Make this a habit. Do it literally as often as possible, okay? As much as possible. Sounds good?
Damn, I'm gonna make a notepad. Yeah. Yeah, man, sounds good.
All right, any last questions?
No, man, I think I got the point, because it
Nice.
was reoccurring the whole time, yeah.
I mean, it really was pretty much anytime something happened, this is the same idea, right? So
Right.
definitely work on it. I think you will actually see instant results, okay? If you can work on this and make it clean, you'll honestly do a lot better. So
Okay, alright, thanks, man. Yeah.
no problem. All right, man, have a good one.
Alright, you too, thank you.